In this video, we'll take a detailed look at the advanced Voice IVR poll, where you can do things like conditional logic in a survey, automatically update contacts, and so on. So we'll click Voice and then choose IVR poll. Instead of remaining on the main IVR poll page, we'll switch this to advanced. And what this means is instead of when the user presses 1 in the middle of the call, instead of a file playing, an audio message playing like in the simple IVR poll, you can have actions happen. And actions can be a variety of things, including playing an audio message. So let's say they press 1, you can have an audio message play. But then you can do other fun things. So let's add a few more actions. You can add multiple actions to one call. So or to one key press. So first, let's add an update contact action. Imagine this question asks, press 1 if you are female, press 2 if you are male. So now, if the recipient of the call presses 1, you want to update their contact profile to female. So on the contacts page up here, and maybe I should open it real quick just so you can see it, you can add a number of columns. 1 second. You can add a number of columns to your contacts page, as many as you want, just by clicking on the add column button. So all of these columns on the right here are columns that I manually added to my account, and you can add whatever you want. And then you can essentially populate these values for each contact based on what they press in the middle of a call. So just to go back to the IVR poll, if they press 1, we are going to update their gender to female. If they press 2, let's update their gender to male. It's that easy. Then what you also can do is you can add additional questions. So just like on the simple IVR poll, you can add as many questions as you want. So we'll create a 3-question survey. Let's say if they are female, question 2 is not appropriate for them. They should skip it. But if they're male, they should get question 2. So you can choose jump to question and jump to question 3. So what that means is anybody who presses 1 on this call will automatically hear whatever file you upload here, whatever MP3 file you upload here. Then the system will automatically update their gender to female, and then it'll jump them to question 3. So they'll skip question 2. Then, for somebody who presses 2, again, we'll have an audio file play. And then we'll update their gender to male, because this means they're male. And then we won't add a jump because they'll automatically continue to question 2. But how about adding another key press for people who don't want to say what their gender is? So we can add another action and add update contact and choose gender, and we can say other. And then what we can do is, let's say people who don't specify a gender, you don't want them to receive any more questions on the call. You want the call to end. So you can add a hang up action. So say the call ends. And so you can also, upload an MP3 file here that maybe says, oh, sorry, the survey isn't for you. Have a nice day. Goodbye. And then the call will end. So just to recap here, up here you upload your initial question file. Press 1 if you're female, press 2 if you're male, press 3 if you don't want to say, or other. Then if they press 1, we can have an audio file play that says, for example, thank you, we have captured that you are female. Then we automatically update their gender to female, and the system will then jump them or skip them to question 3. If they're male, they press 2, we play an audio file, and the system automatically updates their gender to male. And if they press 3, it automatically updates their gender to other, and then ends the call. So you can do a lot of powerful stuff with actions here in the advanced IVR poll. Another nice thing you can do with the advanced IVR poll is use it to allow people to choose their their language. So let's say you're launching an IVR survey to people in a country where there are multiple languages spoken. So what you can do is, for the initial question, you can ask them to choose their language. For example, press 1 for English, and then press 2 for French, press 3 for Spanish. And of course, you would say press 2 for French in French and press 3 for Spanish in Spanish. Then what you could do, instead of updating, of course, their gender, that doesn't make sense anymore for this question because it's about language. So now you update their language to the appropriate language. So, so let's say we update their language to English. If they press 1, we'll get rid of the jump because it's no longer appropriate. Then we update their language to French if they press 2. And then we update their language to Spanish if they press 3. And we'll get rid of the hang up. So what does this do? What this means is that the system will automatically, in the middle of the call, update their language so that for future questions, they automatically get the questions and the answer files in the language that they selected. So just to walk you through this again, up here you upload one question that simply asks press 1 for English, 2 for French, 3 for Spanish. Then when they press a key, the system automatically updates their language. And then now they continue on to question 2. And for question 2, instead of uploading that question here, you upload the different language versions here. So you upload an English version and a French version, and you can add another language and a Spanish version. And so what that means is that anybody who pressed 1 on the first question, the system will treat them as having a language of English, which means on the second and all future questions, they'll automatically hear whatever MP3 file you specify is an English version. And then if they press 2, they'll hear the French version. If they press 3, they'll hear the Spanish version, and so on and so forth. So that way you can allow people to select their language in an initial question and then continue through the survey in their language of choice. So there's some other functionality in the advanced IVR poll, but those are the core powerful features that allows you to do all sorts of conditional or skip logic using the jump to question action, updating contact's profile automatically by choosing the update contact action, and choosing a hang up action to end the call for people who should not continue along at that point in time. After you've created it, like all other engagement types, you can set your settings down here. You can continue, select your contacts or groups over here, and then click launch. Thanks. It's pretty easy. Go have fun doing it.